Yo, what is up? Welcome to the first ever Stikker podcast.
I'm Nikki.
And I'm Steven. And if you are new to us and not familiar with our YouTube channel, this is what we've been talking about, kind of dropping hints about what is new that we are going to be giving a try. And I'm a little horrified. I'm not going to lie.
I'm nervous.
Like, this is totally new for both of us. And, you know, this is going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of fun stuff planned for you guys. But how you doing, babe? What's up?
I'm fine. I'm very grateful that spring break is over, that the kids are back in school. Got my hair cut, got things out of the way. Although I did wake up with a migraine. It's almost gone. My migraine is also named Steven.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I have no comment on that one.
Whatever.
But I got to hit the gym. I took the kids to school today, which is always fun.
I appreciate that. Very helpful.
Getting a little bit of that one-on-one time with the children is always a little fun. Having little conversations with them. It's great.
I appreciate it because when I don't feel good, it's very helpful.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky.
I used to record some of our conversations with the kids, or at least with our older one, and some of the conversations we have is just absolutely so much fun. It's
adorable to hear their little voices. It's cute.
And some of the stuff that I just like, hey, so what was your favorite part of, the weekend? And our oldest one's like hitting a home run because she's playing softball and stuff, and she dented one of the balls because she hit it so hard.
Yeah, girl.
It was great. So it's been a good day, good start, and now we're here doing a podcast, which is so much fun.
I can tell you're excited.
And I gotta be completely honest, this is something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I'm kind of considering this my passion project because I love to talk. I love to talk and discuss and rant and do stuff about stuff that I love.
Yes.
And we're going to do a whole wide variety of different things here. We're going to talk about the stuff we react to on our channel. We're going to talk about other stuff that we both love. We've got a fun list of stuff that we're going to talk about, and I think it's going to be an absolute blast. And the moment, this is really fun. Nikki doesn't know the story, and the moment,
I'm worried.
The moment that I had the idea of possibly doing a podcast, it took me back to my college days because I was a broadcast journalism major. I had the best teacher and advisor of all time. What's up, Pete? And like a good teacher, especially in the journalism field, he would bring in people from all different types of journalism backgrounds, whether it was radio or newspaper or broadcast, camera people, on-air talent. He would always bring people in to kind of talk about the business. And it would give a really good perspective on what you want to become. Do you want to become a reporter? Well, you're going to have to go live in Podunk, random small city to get your start. And it was hilarious because one time we brought in a radio producer, and we run through all these exercises. Mm-hmm. We do all this stuff because great teacher, puts us in the moment, really gets the feel for what we might want to do, which is why I got off camera real fast. And ironically, now we're here with a YouTube channel.
Right.
And now a podcast, apparently. And the radio guy was having us run through a typical script, putting us in scenarios, and the guy was like, you have a perfect face for radio. And I was so upset. It's like, you have a great voice, but yeah, you should do radio.
You should never show your face in public, ever.
And I'm like, well, go to show you. I got a YouTube channel. My face is on video all the time now. But yeah, that was the first story that...
It's me.
It's
me.
It is.
No,
you're the star of the show, without question.
I'm just kidding.
But that was that story, it's not something I had even thought about in forever, because it was my first 6 months of college. And now we're here doing audio, which is great. It's just so much fun. I'm really, really excited about this. But what are your thoughts? What do you think about all this?
Just a heads up. It's the squeaky chair, not me. I'm nervous. I am excited. I mean, I feel like I have to be way more descriptive if people are going to listen and not watch. because I'm very expressive with my face and hands.
Yeah.
But
I mean, this will still be on YouTube. We're still going to give our YouTube following a, taste of the podcast with the video. We are recording, so are we recording? We better be recording.
We are.
We are
I pressed the button. The button has been pressed.
Yeah. So just kind of idea of why we're doing this. And it's not just strictly for like, oh, I want to do it just because I'm excited about it. And like I said, a passion project. But probably one of the best lessons and pieces of advice that I ever heard when it comes to developing a online digital presence, which is, let's be real, is what we're trying to do here. You never want to put all your eggs in one basket. You don't want to fully be dedicated to one thing, because if maybe one day that thing gets shut down, you don't have any options.
That's it.
You're done.
Yep.
And so just like anybody who is really successful on YouTube, they branch out, whether it's doing a different type of content or going to Twitch or doing a podcast, whatever it is, like being able to branch out and kind of expand that way is really where my mindset is in terms of creating this podcast. Mm-hmm. And, it's, if you want to succeed here, and this is a hobby, it's fun, but it's also turned into something more than that.
Right. And
I want to be around doing this stuff for a very long time. And by no means does this mean we're going to stop doing reactions.
No, that's our favorite.
Yeah, that's our bread and butter. We're never going to stop doing them until we're told otherwise. And this is just basically going to be a supplement to that. It's going to give us a chance to really connect with you guys, our audience, a lot deeper. It's going to give us a chance to expand on some of the conversations that we have on our show. And, we love having our pre and post show banters. Mm-hmm. This is essentially going to be an expansion of that. If you like hearing us talk about that stuff, this could be really good for you guys, and you might really enjoy it. If you don't like hearing us bant, you'd like to just jump to the to the reaction, then maybe this isn't for you. But
and that is fine.
Exactly, it's perfectly fine.
Everybody likes different things. If we were all the same, it wouldn't be any fun.
Right, and we're, like I said, we're not going to cut back on the reactions. Obviously, once Game of Thrones is done, which is starting very soon, we're going to obviously let you guys know what's going on with that. But we're going to, reevaluate things, because that's going to be a really emotional moment.
Right?
That's we're ending within 6 weeks. Within a month, we're ending The Punisher forever, Breaking Bad forever.
Sad face emoji.
And we're ending Game of Thrones, basically this story forever.
That's it. Our lives are over.
So that's 3 really big things that's going to be ending. I'm going to need a vacation, without question.
Oh, we're going. I'll plan it now.
Yeah. The reactions, watching the shows, none of that stuff's ever gonna stop. We really do want to keep doing what we're doing on YouTube and just use this extra platform to expand on that, Mm-hmm. So that's one of the reasons. And, the main reason that we're doing this is to have fun.
Yes.
We love, the idea that it gives us extra, me and Nikki, we are working together. It's yeah, that's true. But it's also time that we get to spend together and chat.
And talk to each other. We don't get to talk to each other unless we're on video watching a show or here.
Right.
Other than that, it's he's at work, I'm dealing with children and trying to keep them entertained and teach them and maintain a house and blah, 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 and on and so forth and so on, etc.
Yeah, so we're going to have a blast. I've already got a bunch of stuff lined up. This is obviously going to be a work in progress. It's our first time doing anything like this. And, to be specific about what we are going to be doing, we're going to use it as, when we watch Game of Thrones, maybe we'll do a recap style video on an episode and use your comments like we used to do with The Walking Dead. And instead of just making that just a video, it'll be a comment video and a podcast.
Yeah.
We'll use it as talking points to have conversations, to keep that conversation going. We'll probably start off slow. Not going to do this every single week unless we really enjoy it and it starts working out well for our schedules and stuff. But we're going to take it slow. We've got some fun ideas. Like, Nikki loves dad jokes. You know, she loves paranormal activity. I'm very skeptical. Like, there are a lot of things that we have lined up potentially that could be a lot of fun. But primary focus probably early on will be Game of Thrones.
Do you want to hear a knock-knock joke?
Sure.
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Broken pencil.
Broken pencil who?
Never mind, it's pointless.
Oh, my God.
She's
got 100 of them, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, and my father-in-law is very happy to provide extra content when it comes to dad jokes.
My dad is the king of the dad joke. And
they're fantastic.
Ever since I started going out with Nikki, like, she's been the only audience for him because me and my mom.
That's why he likes me so much. Is I'm the only one that laughs at his jokes.
We just roll our eyes. It's like, oh my God, Dad, that's not funny at all.
And I'm in the corner giggling.
Yeah, every single time. And it's one of those things where every once in a while he'll hit with something funny. But like,
it's all the time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, Dad, I've heard that. I've been around you a long time. Plus,
we've been together for 14 years now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Plus, you're a new audience for her, or for him. So he could hit you with the jokes that I've heard like 25 times.
Oh, okay.
Which is great.
Before 14 years ago.
Exactly. So that's a lot of fun.
Jesus, 14 years.
I know. We're coming up on 10 years married.
Yeah.
Crazy.
10 years married on May 16th.
Right?
Jesus.
We're going to have a 7-year-old.
Stop. And a 5-year-old. Stop.
That's pretty wild. So
in my head, I'm still like 25.
Me too. I think that's why we work so well. We both like to have fun mentally.
And also, you know, the maturity level of a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm like, when I'm around the kids, that's like, where's your mom? Where is your mom? She needs to come and get you. Where is she?
I still have the mindset that, like, I'm a dad. Like, what?
Yeah.
Huh?
Me? I still feel young, but then when I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, damn, girl, what happened to you? What happened?
You look great.
Thank you. But, you know, there's still room for improvement.
Please. Those are the children.
Yes.
Those are the children.
On my own personal channel, I talk about workouts and weight loss and junk like that.
Which is also a topic that, you know, we'll probably bring here because exercise and
it's all relatable.
Healthy living.
It's relatable.
It's a struggle and it's important.
Struggles are relatable.
But it's very important. But one of the things that we're really going to rely on in terms of our content is you guys. You know, we want to talk about the things that you want us to talk about as well. Like, yes, we got a nice rundown of stuff that we want to do and talk about, but we're also going to rely on you guys, kind of like we did already for this first one, without you guys even knowing that you helped. We posted on our community tab, which is a great source of information and a great way to get updates on everything that we're doing. And we'll probably, like, if we have a topic and we're like, hey, we're talking about paranormal shit this week, let us know your stories. Like, we'll probably use the community tab as a way to kind of communicate with you guys and to do that.
Can we have guests?
Of course we're going to have guests. I love doing interviews. We'll interview some folks.
I have somebody with paranormal, like, stories.
That's where the idea came from.
From the Twitter DMs. Oh, yeah. Boy.
Yeah. We got to reach out and see if he's interested in sharing some thoughts. And the whole idea around that one would be like, you got to convince me this shit's real.
Oh, it's real.
I don't believe it. I'm very skeptical. Like, even though I've told this story before, when I'm editing in bed, our bed basically, like, if I'm sitting up, it faces like the hallway to our upstairs.
Yeah, our doorway, the hallway, the stairwell.
And every once in a while, I'll just look over to Nikki and be like, "Can you tell the kid in the hallway to, like, go away?"
It's not funny.
And she doesn't laugh at that ever.
Because it literally sounds like someone has come up the stairs and is standing, like, basically where the stairs start in the hallway. Yeah. And the floors are so creaky. It's there.
It's pretty funny because I often see shadows out of the corner of my eyes, and then, like, I'll take my phone, I'll flash it down the hallway, or, like, my mouse on my computer has, like, a red light, I'll, like, flash it into the hallway to see if anybody's there, and there's nothing ever there. It's just stuff playing. It's probably all the hours.
Are we talking about paranormal stuff right now, or are we holding on to this idea?
We'll talk about it later. But I'm sure it's just my brain playing tricks on me, staring at a screen, editing content all day long, every day. That's
you know
really
what?
just tripping
They're
my
probably
brain.
literally right at your computer screen, staring at you.
They're
right
not.
above it.
They're not.
They're like, "Hi, Steve. What's
Yeah.
up? What are you doing?"
That's definitely not the case because there's no one visiting me.
Yes, there is.
There isn't.
Yes, there is.
So, like I kind of just mentioned, we already utilized you guys for some fun content on.
Do you feel used?
Yeah, took advantage for sure. Without you guys knowing, I kind of dropped a little hint and was like, "Hey, let's play a game. Guess what we might be like? We're going to be giving something a try, which is what this is. I want you guys to guess, trying something new. Take a guess." And it was really hard to kind of weed through all of these because all of y'all were like picking new shows for us to watch. That's not new, y'all.
I know. We watch shows. That's the the baseline.
Yeah.
Anything other than that, like a podcast.
Yeah.
A vlog. Well, yeah, a vlog.
Yeah, we'll go, and what we're going to do, we're going to talk about some of the stuff that you guys posted that wasn't show related.
Okay.
We'll update all of you on the next show when the time comes. You'll know.
Because you get to vote on that.
Yeah, we'll post a video. We'll be asking for suggestions. We'll be going. We have a process that we like to do. We ask y'all for suggestions. That we kind of go through and do a little bit of research and see which shows seem interesting to us, and then we give our patrons, which is a great source of kind of extra content. You should always go check out our Patreon, Nikki Steve React at patreon.com. And I don't know what I was just about to say. I forgot. Oh yeah, the patrons will get first crack at basically, like, we'll pick like 10 shows that seem interesting to us, and we already have probably a good handful that are guaranteed to make it into the next like vote, just based off of our interest levels and stuff that just makes sense for us to watch next. But we let our patrons narrow that list down to like 3 or 4, and then we let the entire community vote on what the next show is, and it can be a little dangerous. But we never put anything in our votes that we don't want to watch.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to see us watch something and hate it?
Right.
I mean, if I had a favorite show and I wanted you to watch it, but I know that has like 0, I don't want you to watch it because then you're going to ruin it for me.
Well, it's like Dexter, right?
Oh, I was so in love with watching Dexter. That was my show. And then he started watching it, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not a huge fan of the show anymore. I don't like it.
Still love Dexter.
I do love Dexter.
That's easily in your top 5.
But then you took over, and it's like, you know what? No, this is supposed to be mine.
Nothing I've ever watched in terms of
has ever come from you. It's always come from me.
Well, except like wrestling or fighting.
Whatever. You're welcome.
Sports is all me, but like my top 5 away from like what we've watched as reactions, like The Walking Dead, I started because of you.
Mm-hmm.
Dexter, I started because of you.
That's addicting.
True Blood, I started because of you. House, I think I watched on my own.
Yeah, but then we watched that together. We watched
24 was me. Mm-hmm. So there's a couple.
Botched.
Stop it.
That's a good show.
I mean, that's one of those shows that I describe as like a train wreck. Because you just can't turn away.
No, you have to watch.
And as someone who's had a little bit of a botched thing, I kind of take it to heart.
You make it sound like so nasty. It's his nose. His sinuses.
Yeah. I got kneed in the face doing jiu-jitsu. And, there's no striking in jiu-jitsu. It's strictly grappling and submission holds and stuff like that. Chokes, arm bars.
It was accident.
It was an accident. But this 230-pound former college football player dude who I could be described as the same thing because I played football too.
Did you score 3 touchdowns in a single game?
No, I played defense.
Just saying.
Absolutely blasted me in my face. I thought my face was broken. Blood just spewing out of my nose on the mat. I for sure thought I had a broken nose.
That sounds amazing.
Which I didn't. I didn't have a broken nose, which was absolutely amazing. Mm-hmm. But I had a deviated septum. So basically one side of my nose, like I couldn't breathe through it. And
I'm sure they know what a deviated septum
Not
is.
everyone knows what that is. I didn't know what that was until I got one.
It's deviated.
Yeah. I mean, basically the cartilage in the inside of your nose gets like bent to one side. It just completely blocks the passageway and you can't smell. Like no air goes through it. It's awful. And I dealt with that for a long time.
Years.
And then was like,
literally years.
I can't do this anymore. We found a doctor. I was sketched out by him immediately because you saw him before I did for something else.
While I was pregnant, I had an ear infection and he helped me out. And then this one decides to get his nose fixed after the first one was born. So I was taking care of 2 babies.
But I was sketched out by this doctor, watching him fix you. And then I let this guy operate on me? Like, what the hell's wrong with me? The guy had good reviews. Like
He's just a kook.
He was a weirdo. But basically, went through that whole process. The recovery, I've got, like, at least back then, I had a pretty high tolerance of pain. I feel like since I've gotten older and I've had kids, like, I don't deal with stuff the same as I used to. But, like, I was in pure misery for a week.
Yes.
Like, that was awful. They stick these giant things up your nose and, like, to keep keep everything nice and compact. It was awful. And then the moment they pulled all the stuffing out, my nose immediately swelled and basically the septum got blocked again. Like, it was terrible.
You took one good deep breath.
I got one. I got one fresh of just, it was just like, oh my God. Wait, no, it's closing. Stop. Like, what's happening? And then how much longer, like 2 years after that, I went to another doctor who was more kind of up to speed on current stuff.
Yeah.
And he went in and fixed my nose.
In quotations.
Yeah, I still have issues because even another doctor went up there and said that he missed something.
Great.
So I have something up my nose that's still kind of getting in the way of stuff.
Well, they said like polyps and whatnot.
Oh man, that was a nightmare.
You're broken.
I am broken. So now like you could like touch my nose and like I could squeeze my nose, like squish it to my face.
If you touch your nose and you press it down, can you press it down?
It's not supposed to collapse.
It's not supposed to collapse. It's supposed to remain firm on your nose, like except for the tip. The tip doesn't have any cartilage in it, but like from your nose bone, the end of your nose bone, and then after there's supposed to be cartilage. He don't have that anymore.
Yeah, and I've got like constant sinus issues. Like I could breathe through both nostrils, no problem. But like
that sounds disgusting.
There's clear issues in my forehead. I could just feel it constantly, just bugging me.
I think they need to like run a camera just like through your whole sinus.
I just need to go see the doctors that botched.
Yeah.
And just be like, fix me, please. Some of the stuff
Dr.
they do,
Massive.
some of the stuff that dude does to people's noses is like
It's
insane. Yeah.
Like people have like just a hole in their face and
From accidents or
dogs,
messed up surgeries, like it just
dog bites,
decays away. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
That was a crazy episode.
Yes.
We talk about, see, this is the fun with audio. Like we talking about the shows that we like and went on a giant tangent on nose surgeries.
I don't have to have a one subject. I'm good when it's not one subject because I like to, go all over the place because I can't focus.
And Nikki likes all kinds of like, she loves watching the gross stuff. The toe bro,
the weird
Dr. Pimple Popper.
The toe bro and Dr. Pimple Popper all started on YouTube, man.
Yeah. I mean, we
now
both
look
have.
At them. They have their own show.
Yeah,
I don't want my own show.
That would be kind of fun.
Just saying.
I mean, the toe bro thing, like we both have ingrown toenails, and like watching that happen.
I don't currently.
Right. That's still painful to watch.
Dude, that gives me like the heebie-jeebies. Like,
they just slice the toe on the sides and just rip it out. Like
when I got, let's see, I've had 1, 2, 3, 4. I've had probably 5 ingrown toenail surgeries.
I think I had 3.
I had like 2 on one.
They did both at one time for me.
Oh, well, okay, so I've had the one, I've never watched it. I've never watched them do it. They start shooting me up, with those giant needles and like the freeze spray and all that stuff. And it's like, I can't. And then I start laughing uncontrollably, like giggling, like uncomfortably, like people can hear me in the waiting room.
What is happening in there?
I know, right? Like, she must be having a really good time. No, not so much. But, like, I've had to have my toenail, like, chemically removed on both sides. What he actually does
I had that too.
on his show. Like,
that part, like, once the needle's the worst part.
It is.
Like, once they stab you, you don't feel anything.
No, and then even the healing process is, like, no big deal.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Because you're so grateful that your toe feels better. It's amazing how much you take your feet for granted.
Totally. Like, especially your big toe.
Yes.
That thing, like...
Damn that thing, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. But that was a fun tangent. I think we'll have lots of these type of conversations.
I have lots of tangents.
Yeah, which is great, because the great part about audio and podcasts and stuff is it's unlimited. It's unlimitless. Like, you could talk for
limitless, unlimited, and limitless.
Unlimitless.
Yeah.
And you could hear me say all kinds of goofy shit because my brain doesn't work like normal people.
And I like to correct him.
She loves to correct me. It
My
drives me
7-year-old
crazy.
doesn't now. My 7-year-old is like, no, you said that wrong.
It's
I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure I said it right.
drives
no, you didn't. You said it wrong.
Absolutely maddening. Drives me nuts. But it is what it is. It's all good. It's fun. Mm-hmm. But talking about the guesses that people had, people were like, are we going to finish Black Mirror? Are we going to start Lost? Are we going to watch Vikings? Are we going to watch Better Call Saul? Like, the list of show suggestions was insanity. And I just hope those people have the same enthusiasm when we actually ask for, like, the official suggestions.
Yeah.
Because it was a long list of stuff. And we'll address all of that at some point. But let's check out some of these that people wrote us.
Okay.
Give
it to me.
Outside of the show requests and suggestions, the number one new thing that we're going to be trying, Alex says meth? Question mark?
Only the blue stuff. Only if it's blue.
Like, no. We're not starting.
That's funny though. Of course he's joking.
And like when I screen grabbed the comment, it had 90 upvotes.
Did it? Watch Nikki and Steve try meth for the first time.
That's just so obviously because of Breaking Bad, but
I know.
Like still, like that I saw that comment and I'm like, this dude, Alex, you're funny.
He is.
That was great.
How about some rock candy that looks like meth?
I mean, we have some on our shelf.
Is that rock candy?
I don't know if it's candy, but it's...
No, you probably shouldn't eat that.
No. One thing that might be on my long list of stuff, because I have so much stuff in my brain in terms of stuff that I want to do, one of them being this podcast, is games. I'm going to build a new computer. That is my plan. I need to up the quality of my editing. Regardless of what y'all say, my standards are high. I want to crank this stuff out faster. I want to be more efficient. I'm a crazy person when it comes to efficiency.
You don't understand, you guys. Like, he screams at the computer. You can hear him from like downstairs. It's like he's so frustrated and he wants to do so much stuff, so much fun stuff, and I'm just like, you need to leave. You need to go take a walk. You need to go for a run. You need to go do something else because no one wants to be around you.
Or how about my computer just works the way I need it to? How about that?
I understand.
So
it says there's no memory yet. He doesn't put anything on the computer. He puts it on external hard drives, but yet there's no memory. What?
Yeah, the computer's tripping out.
Yeah.
But TV Scanners 99 suggests Telltale's The Walking Dead game.
Okay, so I tried to play a Facebook Walking Dead game back in the day. And I get so much anxiety about it because I'm like, oh my God, there's a walker coming and I can't save everybody. Oh my God.
And then Randy had the same thought. Randy Cooper. I'm thinking, let's play a little game, which is what I wrote for the post, is a clue. So I'm thinking you guys are going to start some gameplay. And if I get this thing built, going completely out of my comfort zone, getting a PC built, like the fact that I'm even considering a PC outside of doing my Mac computer is just
He's an Apple guy.
I am such a creature of habit. I hate change. It freaks me out going to PC. Like, I use PCs all the time at work, but I use it basically for, like, documents and emails. I don't use it for any of my creative. I use all my creative stuff on, like, Photoshop and Premiere and all that stuff is on my Mac.
Do you want to start a debate?
About what?
Apple versus Android.
Oh, on our phones? That's not a debate.
Yes, it is.
Your phone started getting viruses and tripping out just because I was downloading something.
You downloaded some weird stuff.
I downloaded an editing
It didn't get a
app.
virus. Slow down.
Your phone was tripping.
Because you touched it. It's all, ew, Apple user, don't touch me.
Oh my God, we could talk for hours about this. But my whole life, since the day I could probably see, I've been playing video games. I love video games. I miss playing I basically stopped playing games like 6 years ago.
When we had a baby.
Because that time got to be dedicated to the family. There's no more time for that. But Resident Evil is like my all-time favorite non-sports game. I'm a huge Madden player.
That sounds terrifying. Resident Evil, that's the scary one.
Zombies.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
It's basically
trying to put me in control of somebody that's trying to get away from something scary is just not a good idea.
Like, there's one scene in that game that never failed, freaked everyone out. You're walking down a hallway with, like, mirrors on the side, like a really fancy mansion.
Oh, Jesus.
And zombie dogs come flying through the windows and they attack you. You gotta kill them. I'm sure it's right up your alley.
I'm good. I'm fine without.
But, like, I know Star Wars is coming out with a new game. I want to start playing that. Like, the Telltale games, I hear so many great things about them. Like, Walking Dead's got it. Like, I think Game of Thrones has one, too.
Yeah.
So this is all stuff that's in my brain in terms of content I want to do. I want to get back into games because I love playing games. But,
I was never really a gamer. I mean, like, back in the day, like, I bought myself PlayStation. Was it 1?
We still have it.
Is that a 1?
I think so.
Okay.
It's up in the closet.
Yeah. And I bought myself the snowboarding game, SSX Tricky.
Do you still have your Dance Dance Revolution?
Heck yeah. I think I still have all the pieces for that. I should get that out for the kids.
That'd be a fun video.
Well, God, no. Please, Jesus.
Late 30-year-old parents do Dance Dance Revolution.
Almost 40. Jesus. Nobody wants to see that.
HTYY guesses that we're going to watch Game of Thrones live on YouTube.
I don't think
that sounds like
fair use.
Yeah, that sounds like a huge copyright.
Yeah, we get claimed and sued and
that'd be fun to watch something live.
It would, but I mean, even if you don't show the screen, the music alone will get us.
Yeah, that would be cool, but yeah, I don't think.
I wish you guys knew like all the behind the scenes stuff that happens. Like if you show too much, if a song is playing and they hear one snippet of it, like you get flagged for real.
You could read this one. Because it's a hard name. I don't want to mess up.
Kara, Zor-El. Kayland Kara.
Oh, there we go.
Kayland Kara, Zor-El. Please don't be a podcast. I'm so sick of podcasts.
Sorry.
We have to expand. We got to do other stuff. You know, you got to put your hand in all the cookie jars and see what's in there.
See what works, what doesn't work.
You know.
I'm having a blast so far. This has been a lot of fun.
Well, it's nice to be able to talk to you. Mm-hmm. How are you doing, by the way?
I'm good. I got a great workout today in the gym.
I'm jealous.
Except
I can't do both. I can't do multiple things on one day. If it's a haircut, that is it. Otherwise, it's like all kid stuff.
Except your chatty friends were there, and I got caught in like 10 minutes of conversation.
Who'd you see?
Your friends.
You can say their name.
Cecily and...
Oh, they were there today.
And,
Kelly,
yeah.
They're never there when I'm there.
They were on the machine I wanted, so I kind of... Once I finished the exercise, I just
like, biatches, get off.
Yeah. And then we started chatting. I'm like... Damn it, this is what you do to people.
Yep.
Like, I don't go to the... Like, I'm usually, like, the guy at the gym who... You probably look at me and you're like, that guy's a dick.
Yes.
Like, I never have, like...
He is mean mugging all day.
I've got resting angry face. Like, it's just...
Resting dick face?
Yeah, it's just who I am. And, like, I got my headphones in. I probably got some crazy hardcore, like, rap or, like, rock music on in my headphones, keeping me focused on my workout. Like, don't talk to me at the gym.
What did you guys talk about?
Don't, just jujitsu with the kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not a chatty type. I like working out with a partner, but I don't like working out with a partner. I'm not as efficient. Again, it goes back to the efficiency thing.
Yeah.
I want to get in, get out, get my stuff done.
I can't always work out with them. I always have to, like, go off and do my own thing for a little bit and then come back and chit-chat because it's like, you guys, I literally stood here for an hour and did nothing. I mean, but also... It's that adult interaction, conversation. Even if you're literally talking about children, it's just the adults talking about it instead of...
Exactly. Like, sometimes it's necessary.
But this is the problem with being a stay-at-home mom. You're on an island, basically. And it's like, you wave to the other parents that are also on their own islands, like, sup, bye.
Right. Yeah. It was fine. I still got what I needed done. It was okay. No big deal. Griffin posted a pretty interesting guess that we're going to start a weekly video of the two of us eating socks and bacon while taking a bath together.
Eating socks? I think he meant eating something else.
Well,
socks and bacon?
He didn't edit the post and...
Well, if he's like you don't realize that you've spelled something wrong until after I read it. And then
I always go in and edit it at some point, but... It's a very visual idea for a video.
First off, our bathtub is tiny. It barely fits the children. It's like a mini bathtub.
Yeah, we don't have a big bath.
Super shallow.
It's like the one thing that our house is I regret.
I do too. I kind of wish that our bathroom had a big tub.
Yeah. But everything else is like perfect for...
I didn't want to wash it. I didn't want to clean it. So when we saw this house... And there's a shower in the master and then a bath and shower in the kids. I was like, yes, sold. Yeah, because in our condo, we had... A whirlpool.
We had one of the jets and stuff. And
now it was a pain in my booty to clean those damn jets.
We never cleaned that thing, ever.
Well, because I never used it.
And then every time we would run it, like, shit would just come flying out of it. Like, that's nasty.
Not literal shit.
No, it looked like shit.
You get the idea.
Marlon posted... that we're going to start doing vlogs or cartoon/anime reactions. That was another big thing in there. Anime. Yeah. And it's something that maybe we'll like investigate one day and check out, but right now I don't really feel a desire to do anime. Mm-hmm. I feel like we've got a pretty specific genre of stuff that we like to watch. We like high action.
People are trying to expand her horizons, and I appreciate that very much.
And like shows like Cobra Kai kind of does that for us a little bit. But obviously, like watching The Punisher and Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, like
action.
Stranger Things is a little bit different too. But again, there's horror in there. There's violence, and you're a great reactor. You're a phenomenal.
Because you want to see me be scared, be happy, just want to see crying, just emotional wreck. Yeah. Just you want to see me get attached to people, and then those people die.
Yeah,
you guys freaking love that shit.
It's super entertaining. That's why. I get it.
You're welcome.
There'll be moments where I'm sitting here editing something, and Nikki's like, "What are you laughing at?" I'm like, "You."
Which also kind of makes me feel good because it's like, oh, I can still make him laugh after all these years.
It's amazing. Like some of the greatest reactions of all time, like Game of Thrones, Haunting of Hill House. Like the Haunting of Hill House thing was.
I missed that show.
That was a different. Like that was again. It kind of fits the genre of like freaking Nikki out. But like we never did like a horror show before, and with like the whole paranormal thing and just,
who else can catch air while sitting on a couch?
You did.
Like who else can do that? No, nobody. Just me.
I think you jumped twice. Like I literally jumped.
I think there's a total of 3 times I jumped.
You screamed loud enough to where I was concerned that you woke up the kids. Woke up.
They were woke, y'all.
You woke. You woke up the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the whole anime thing. Maybe we'll visit it one day, but it's got to be adult. It's got to be super crude. There needs to be like
super crude.
Yeah, just like dirty jokes. Like if we're gonna do something.
I thought we were talking about a different kind of anime, isn't it? Like
no,
Something I'm not gonna say it.
Like Family Guy style, like Simpsons style, like South Park style. Those are the type of animated things I like. Obviously, that's not anime.
I don't think that's not the same thing as anime.
No, that's not anime, but they said cartoons /
Oh, okay.
But the whole vlog thing, we recorded a vlog for your birthday.
Never edited it.
I haven't gotten around to editing it.
Because we went to an escape room with our friends, and it was super fun. We're totally into the escape rooms.
And we could probably start doing a vlog here and there, like. Maybe we could go for our anniversary. We could like go visit where I proposed and show everybody where I proposed and vlog about
I'm
that.
down.
I think that'd be kind of fun.
The kids need to spend the night somewhere.
Right. I mean, we got to take them there at some point anyways. But yeah, like the vlogging thing, like we don't want to put our children up at least until they're older. Like but by the time they're older, we're probably going to be done with this.
Yeah.
Like we're not going to still be here.
Well,
but who knows?
Okay, because here's the thing with the kids. They can't foresee their adulthood future. What if one day they're like, what the hell, Mom? Yeah. Why am I on the freaking internet, right? You know, like as a kid, why would you do that to me?
Yeah.
Like
they don't have a choice.
They can't choose.
They could say they want to do it all they want, but they don't know what they're saying.
They don't have that part of the brain yet.
They don't know what's going on.
Consequences.
So yeah, there could be an opportunity for vlogs. By the way, I got the new iPhone. I had the 7 Plus before. I'm not really digging it.
See, that's why I need to get a Google Pixel.
I need a button.
The Google Pixel.
There's no button. Like
not an ad.
The Google Pixel, like I gotta give
the Google
props.
Pixel 3. It has a lovely finger button.
It's like right
fingerprints.
It's exactly where your finger would be when you're grabbing the phone. It's fantastic.
And the OtterBox case, like it makes it like a little slide to the finger button.
That's the one.
Makes it sound super sexual.
It's like it's like I'm sitting here trying to like reopen my phone to pull the next comment, and I'm like, I gotta lift it up to like do facial recognition. Like, stop it! Just give me a button.
Yeah.
Like I don't always want to punch.
I mean, this is not a button; it's a sensor. It's just a pad, but
which is basically what the iPhone.
It recognizes your finger like instantly. And I had the Samsung
Galaxy.
Oh, the Galaxy S7, 8, whatever.
Yeah,
47. And that one, it had the thumbprint on the front. It would never read my fucking thumbprint. I was like, do we have any other phones that don't have a thumbprint recognition? She's like, yeah, Google Pixel. I was like, what's that? I'm sorry? I'll take that.
And she's hooked.
Whatever that is.
Matt posted on the channel that we are going to fix climate change in our spare time.
I'm on it.
If we could do it, sure, cool.
I'm on it right now.
I mean, we could do our part, but I don't know if as a couple we could, with a YouTube channel, fix climate.
No, I mean
it's going to take the work of a lot of people.
I saw this meme on Facebook the other day, and it's like, you know, when I'm by myself, it's like, man, you know, I really wish like humanity could get along, and there should be some more like compassion and kindness to each other. And then me, when I get in front of other people, I hate everyone.
So Reek's got our back. Reek, R-E-C-K?
Rec 1224.
What part of something new, in quotes, don't you guys get? I reckon they mean it won't be reaction videos. My guess.
Thank you, Rec.
Yeah. Maybe reviews of shows, discussions, recaps, perhaps. Yes.
Rec, you're right on top of that.
I mean, he didn't put like podcast, but yes, because we will be recording.
It's a discussion.
Right. We're going to be recapping and discussing things that we love. We will absolutely probably do some kind of Star Wars breakdown when episode 9 comes out. We'll probably do some kind of breakdown.
Wilson.
Maybe me.
Because I don't know the history. I'm not super into it. I watch it for the entertainment value. That is
you bring something that the average person watching a movie or show brings. You're going there for enjoyment. You have a great kind of perspective on these shows and movies.
I watch it just to watch it because it looks cool.
Yeah, and it's whatever you like and don't like about something, we could have discussions about it.
All right.
We're definitely going to do an endgame discussion.
Then can we get you to watch like rom-coms?
What is that?
A romantic comedy.
Sure.
Is that a no?
Sure, question mark?
Why did make you watch The Notebook?
I have seen The Notebook.
Did you cry?
I don't know.
Is that a no?
Probably not.
He doesn't cry. He cries when Mr. Miyagi, they talk about him after he's passed. Like, that's the only time I've ever seen you get, like, teary.
It takes a lot to pull on my heartstrings when it comes to, like, watching TV.
Can I make you cry?
I'm sure there's plenty of things you could do to make me cry.
You gonna cry right now?
No.
What if I start crying? Are you gonna cry?
No. You've cried on our show, the videos, plenty of times, and...
You don't get upset that I'm upset?
No.
It doesn't upset you that I'm upset?
I mean, it upsets me, not to the point of crying. What else?
I think if you cried, I'd cry or laugh.
There have been... I got choked up a little bit, spoiler alert. I'm not going to say why or what happened. In the episode 15 of The Walking Dead this last season with a certain scenario.
Yeah.
I think seeing John and Arya together for the first time might get me emotional because that shit's going to be amazing.
Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched Game of Thrones, why are you watching or listening to this?
Probably
or to us.
Yeah. We have lots of people who don't watch that show, but that doesn't...
Well, I mean, it was us last year. We had no idea what it was.
We get yelled at all the time for spoilers.
I know.
On other shows. We just need to be careful.
I know. I don't do it intentionally.
It's definitely not intentional. It's like, oh, if you're watching or listening to us, then you've already watched everything that we've watched.
Because it's like, I feel like you guys are like close friends, so it's like, we've totally watched this.
Yeah.
Don't you remember?
Totally. So yeah, we don't do any of that on purpose, and we'll stop talking about shows now.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah. We're gonna ask for topics for the next one. I feel like.
Oh, we'll get your input for sure. I am so terrible.
Manuel.
Yes, that's exactly what I had it like I couldn't get it out.
The last name gets me though. Villarreal. I think that's right.
Yeah, Manuel. I think he's a patron, so I should know.
Yes, he is.
I should get his name correct.
Manuel.
I'm terrible. I'm so bad with pronunciations.
Yeah.
He wrote, given the first 5 words of your post, which was "let's play a game," I'm going to guess it involves placing morally reprehensible people into sadistic traps that will often involve self-mutilation to escape from.
Good God.
How do you know we love escape rooms?
Saw. No, he's talking about Saw. Let's play a game.
I think that would get flagged.
Probably.
On YouTube.
If anybody has watched the Netflix show Dark Traveler or Dark Tourist, I believe it's Dark Tourist. You want to talk about, he goes to a place where you pay a man to torture you.
Why?
And then you have to, like, have some...
Like, for fun?
Yeah, you have to have a safe word.
Oh, jeez.
Like, you know that game where you,
like... Hoof.
Yeah. You know that game where you have to, like, put that piece of plastic in your mouth where it, like, keeps your mouth open?
Sounds
and then
fun.
He dunks you in water and, like, makes you dress in, like, weird things and, like, mud and, like...
Yay.
There's
our 10-year anniversary. We'll go do that.
Hell no.
But it sounded like, when I read that, I was like, oh, that's an escape room.
No.
That sounds like something that we would love to do
for
an escape room. I thought that was another creative post.
Mm-hmm.
Simon, now I'm thinking vlogs with House Stikker, since nobody's mentioning it. I'd watch it over any reality TV show, even my personal favorite Survivor. See, I just can't read. So he'd watch us over watching Survivor.
Oh, God, why? Oh, God, why?
We need to hire a camera crew now.
Oh, God, no.
It would be fun to do a vlog, but are those still a thing?
I mean, I watch, if anybody else watches mukbangs, Stephanie Sue, she's hilarious. She always does, like, she eats and also tells a true crime story. Which, it's an awesome twist on just eating.
Yeah.
And it's nice because then you feel like you're not eating by yourself.
But
she does vlogs and they're hilarious. She always ends her vlog by pretending to put the camera in her mouth. She's like,
It's interesting.
It's her thing.
Yeah, vlogs would be, like, I vlogged for a little, that was like the very first piece of content I ever created on YouTube, was vlogs.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
That's cute. How you like that audio?
Yeah, I was doing the vlogs for a while on my channel, which, I'm all motivated now. I'm going to, relaunch my channel and make it not just jujitsu stuff. Maybe, a ranting thing. Since, maybe you don't want to be a part of my, Star Wars rant, I can just film that for my channel.
Maybe.
Something like that. But, yeah, vlogs, I feel like those are, so yesterday at this point.
So last season.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
So it's something again, we need time. There isn't enough time in the day for me to, edit all this content.
No, right? Because it's, work stuff, family stuff. But family stuff is, so much more than just, me. It's,
right.
Our children need so much. And every child needs so much attention. They need it. It's important. It's necessary. It's required. And you can't, Even right now, I'm watching the clock because I got to go pick up kids.
Yeah, for sure. And it's, when I'm home, I don't want to have to work. I want to be able to spend time with the kids and spend time with you and do all that stuff. But
he can't really.
I mean, I do. We had a great day yesterday. Played some softball, we rode bikes, we took walks. A lot of that,
you were on the computer working.
I mean, just playing with this setup, just trying to set it up. But it is what it is. It's what comes with the territory.
He gets up at 5 a.m. to edit. That's a lot.
I get all of my work habits. My father is
work ethics.
What did I say?
Habits.
Oh.
I feel like it's an ethic.
My father is the best human being I've ever known in my entire life. And he busted his ass, and he is one of the most successful people I've ever met in my entire life. And he was given nothing, and he busted his ass. He was the most amazing example in terms of hard work. And it's just in me. I want to work. I want to do stuff that I love. And I hope I could rub off on the girls and show that hard work really pays off, because there's going to be a day where I'm done. I don't want to do anything anymore. And I want that day to come and for me to be able to for us to be able to do that. And just, we're done. We're going to go hide away and disappear some random farm somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
I'm so down. I want to do that.
So, I'm busting my ass now and for our future later, and it's just who I am. It's I
appreciate it.
Yeah, and that may be even something else that we could talk about.
I'm lucky.
Is, just getting your goals and accomplishing your goals, because I've hit a lot of my goals in terms of what I wanted to do in my career, and this is another one. We've got a fairly successful YouTube channel. I want to do a podcast. This was an absolute
it's very
blast.
Successful. We have some really amazing subscribers.
I mean, the people that we've been able to meet, not in person, but through conversations and stuff, we've got some really great friends now. People that we're probably going to talk to for a long time. So this has all been great. This is exactly, I'm just so happy that we actually started this. Because pulling the trigger is the hardest thing. Starting something new, pulling the trigger, just sucking it up, go buy the microphones, just do it. And here we are. First podcast down.
Hopefully one day he can, stop doing the full-time job and we can just do this stuff and you can be home all the time.
That's the pipe dream.
Yeah.
That's the goal it's one of those things when you set goals, you want to set goals that feel unattainable. But that is the goal. One day to make content for myself. But there's so many things you have to think about. Of course. Healthcare, retirement. There's a lot of stuff that goes into life, period. Yeah. And it's just the way it is. But if we ever get there, cool. If not, I love my job. I don't need to leave my job. My job's great. I get to, do sports all day. It's awesome. I like my job. Yeah. So what did you think? That's our first podcast. We are done. I think that's fun. That was good, right? I really enjoyed it. I got to hang out with you for an hour. Really enjoyed it. Good. So you're welcome. Let us know what you guys think. Send us some questions. You could find us in a whole bunch of different places. We're on Twitter at Nikki Steve React. We're on Instagram at Nikki Steve React. We are on YouTube, Nikki Steven React. We've got an email. What is it? Nikki Steve React at Gmail. Mm-hmm. All kinds of. If we don't get back to you, it's not that you're being ignored. We actually it's the crazy part about growing is we get a lot of messages across all platforms.
And that, you know what? That's my bad on the Instagram. Like, I feel really bad. There's some messages that are like months and months and months old, and now I feel bad like going in and accepting it because it's like, shit. Like, I've already passed the point of response now.
It's hard. Just comments and responding to everyone on all the different platforms. Like, we don't even have a Facebook. Like,
well, and like at one point we were still watching Game of Thrones, so I couldn't open up any of the direct messages for fear of spoilers.
Right. Yeah,
I didn't want to open anything because not that somebody would do it intentionally, but maybe accidental.
We have a lot of safe measures in place to avoid spoilers, and one of them is, unfortunately, on Twitter our DMs are closed. We hide a lot of words on Twitter because you could do that. You could hide like Breaking Bad's hidden, Jesse's hidden, Walter White, like all these words are hidden so they don't appear to us in any of our notifications. But yeah, we got a whole bunch of different places that you could reach out. If you have ideas, obviously if you're watching this on YouTube, leave us some comments down below. I don't know how the whole podcast thing works. I think you get reviews and comments and stuff. Like, we're going to make this available on all podcast platforms. That's the plan. So yeah, find us on any of our social media. Send us some comments. Send us some suggestions. First time talking. Yes, it is. Let us know what you might want us to talk about, break down, evaluate, review, whatever. We're an open book. We don't want this to be any one specific thing. We want it to be a whole bunch of randomness.
Yep.
Which sounds
I'm really
fun,
good at that.
Which sounds really fun. So, do you have any other thoughts before we wrap this up?
I'm ready for a nap.
Right before you got to go pick up kids, right?
I don't have time for a nap.
Yeah. So, all right, y'all. That is episode 1 down Stikker Podcast. Do you like the name Stikker Podcast? If you think it's stupid, let us know.
Please feel free. We will change it.
Totally.
We have no problem with that.
We threw around a few ideas.
It's just out there.
Yeah, we threw around a couple ideas. A Stikker Podcast with Nikki and Steven Podcast, NNS Podcast, all kinds of different things. If you have any suggestions, let us know. And as always, thank you very much for listening or watching. We really appreciate all of y'all. And have a good one. Bye.
Bye.